Namaskar and good morning, everyone. Myself, Moram Kumar, and I am going to join by Dr. Verbena Bezbaruah, and she is from now joining us from Puducherry, which was earlier known as Pondicherry, but it is nowadays it is known as Puducherry. First of all, big welcome, Verbena, to our show.
Thank you.
Okay, and before going for detail to our interview, I am going to introduce and I'm going to let you know our viewers that Verbena has recently added one name before her name. It is Doctor. That is, she has completed her MBBS degree from Tomoriba Medical College, Arunachal Pradesh. And first of all, big congratulations for your successful completion of MBBS degree.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and to our viewers, I am going to let you know through our interview, we are going to depict the whole picture of Dr. Verbena, her journey as a medical student. Also, you will be happy to know that she is a singer. She sings a lot of songs of various languages. She can sing English song, Hindi song, Assamese song, and probably due to limitation of our time today, our song performance will be limited to Assamese or Hindi, something like that. So before going for detail to our interview, let us give some enjoyment to our viewers through your song, and what song you are going to present us for the first, at the beginning.
Okay, I'm actually going to try singing A Nijan Rati by Munni
Sure, it
Bora.
will be very good number.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Shall I start? Yeah? I lost him.
Okay, go ahead, Bharvina. You can go now.
Okay. A Nijan Rati, A Nijan Rati, Duror Tora Mati Mati, Duror Tora Mati Mati, রং বিরঙর জীবন, রং বিরঙর জীবন, উনিয়নে ভাবে আলোর বাবে, উনিয়নে ভাবে আলোর বাবে, মই মাথো ভাবি ভাবি এই নিজান রাতি, এই নিজান রাতি. Thank you.
So nice, so nice. Thank you for your big present at the very beginning. At present, you are in Puducherry and you are going for some your regarding studies matter, or just for as a holiday. You are enjoying your holiday there.
I'm actually on a vacation right now.
Exactly. And so moving to our interview, first of all, I would be happy to ask you your journey through as a medical student, how it was good experience to you passed your degree from Tomoria Medical College, and probably you were the student from the first batch, you were the beginning student
Yes.
from that medical college. So please, if you share your experience, it will be helpful all the students from Northeast also, because you are from Assam, you are a you are proud daughter of Dr. Bezbaruah. He is also a professor in Tomoriba Medical College, and you are a proud daughter of our very own singer Monica Haloi Baidu. So also you are proud of Assam also. We are proud of you. So without making any further delay, please go with your some details of your journey as a medical student.
So my journey actually is very interesting. Um, I think I lost you. Are you there?
No, I am just showing you. So when I show you, I cut myself. So no problem. And if you can't hear any my voice also, you can go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So,
audience watching you.
okay. So basically, it's been very interesting for me. because personally I was brought up all over the country and I have like touch with a lot of different cultures. And because my dad was in the medical field, since my childhood I had like
Yeah.
a keen interest naturally developing in me towards medical science. Uh, I remember when I was 7, I took my dad's Grey's Anatomy and I would proudly like take it around. I couldn't even carry it; it was so heavy. But I used to take it around and be like, maybe one day I can like finish this book and stuff. So it goes back to when I was 7. That's when like I felt like this was my calling. Like I wanted to, help people out that way, and I believe that um, you know we like in doctors and healthcare professionals, the closest to like superheroes on this planet, because like we're actually like going out there and like saving people's lives. That's how I thought as a kid. So I wanted to be, a superhero and help people out. So um so I did my schooling in Lucknow, in Chennai, Pondicherry. I did my 11th, 12th from Pondicherry, Aditya Vidyashram, and uh, I was by the time I was in 10th, I was sure that I would do this. I would pursue medical science. And after that, thankfully, by God's grace, I got into med school. And because my dad was a faculty in my college, uh, the thing is,
Yeah.
I had both pros and cons in my journey. Like it was
Yeah.
both advantageous and disadvantage. This means there are demerits as well. So uh, initially, when I started my first year of medical school, there was a lot of anxiety. There was a lot of like like imposter
Yeah.
syndrome. Like I couldn't. I felt like I was not smart enough. Everybody's smart around me. Maybe I can't do this and all of that. There
Yeah.
were hardships, but deep down I knew that I was capable of, being on the other side. Like, I saw myself. I had a vision. I saw myself as a doc. So I kept hanging in there. But I would say, as a whole, the journey was a roller coaster ride. There were ups and downs,
Okay. Okay,
everything.
okay. Let us move to other question. I will
Yeah.
ask two questions, but your answer will be one. First question will be, being a daughter of a doctor or a professor, was it a extra bonus point to get interest to study medical? Same questions I am going to ask you in other way also. When did you first feel that I have to go to medical? It was in your school days dream, because when we write essays about aim in life, we basically write, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a
Yes.
engineer. Was there any experience in your school days when the teacher asked what do you want to become, that I want to become doctor, or when did you feel that you have to become a doctor, and that dream and that dream came true because as a bonus point being a doctor, being a daughter of a doctor or a professor?
Okay. So for your second question, my interest, like my sincere interest, started when I was around 11 years. Um, so that's when I like thought that okay, this is like what I want to do for the rest of my life, and like this is good for me. And that's when like I started developing even keen interest for biology. So uh, I
Yeah.
used to be like way ahead of all my other classmates in biology. I used to like read up more out of interest and everything. So that's
Yeah.
when I was sure, and that I didn't look back on it. Since 11, I knew that I would do this.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, first question. Yes, being a daughter of a dog does help you a lot. in the sense that when we have a transition from school to college, it's a very different situation where in school you're spoon fed and the information and the syllabus and everything, and when you go into med school and college you have to deal with everything by yourself. So for a newbie, for a non-medico, for a student who has no familial background of like medical professionals in their family, like there's no like they're completely new to this, they would have more
Yeah.
difficulty than me to cope up to the situation. How to study, how to go about, how to be disciplined, all of that. It was a huge help for me to have my dad as a doctor and like few of my relatives as a doctor.
Right. Okay. As we have introduced you as a singer from the very beginning of our interview, so before going for other questions, can we enjoy other number from your beautiful voice, very talented voice?
Okay. Would you like to hear a Hindi song?
Okay.
Hindi song? One second, please.
Okay, Parveen, you can go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
मैं तेनू समझावा कि ना तेरे बिन लगदा जी, मैं तेनू समझावा कि ना तेरे बिन लगदा जी, तू की जाने प्यार मेरा, मैं करूं इंतजार तेरा, ओ दिल कोई जान मेरी जान मेरी। थैंक यू।
So nice. So nice. Let me ask one thing. I am so surprised to enjoy your very beautiful voice because you are a brilliant student. You have been a brilliant student throughout your study or as a student career. In spite of that, how was it possible for you to learn music, or what was the process to learn music? Because you have not you have not sung just as a very common or some ordinary singer. You have sung like a very professional singer. So how was it your journey as a learning of music? How did you learn and from where you learn actually?
Okay. So that's an interesting question as well. So when I was 6, I was trained in Hindustani classical music for 2 years. When I was 6 years old, and then I moved to Pondicherry. So the culture is completely different, and I learned Carnatic, got trained in Carnatic music as well. So my base is classical,
Right.
and because my parents are also into music, I uh, I was like more keen towards it, and I learned Western by myself, so self-taught. Um, so that's how it's been. And as a medical student, to juggle my extracurriculars and academics wasn't very challenging to me because I enjoyed doing it. So I always like whenever I had the time, whenever I had the
Right.
opportunity, I would just like go at it, and you know.
And like other professional singer, did you have any regular routine also to practice music, or you just do it occasionally? But how you have performed, it does not indicate that you have just you did it occasionally. Probably you did it regularly. I feel so actually.
Yeah, I I'm regularly in touch with music.
Okay, and moving to your medical college actually, because Tomoriba Medical College, it's a 5 or 6 year old medical college, but it is very lesser known yet in Northeast also. So how do you like to describe your medical college? How it standard from the point of view of standard? How would you like to give mark, or how was it your experience as a students? Was it good? Was it very comfortable as a student to learn medical in complete way? How do you like to remark regarding your very own medical college?
So my medical college is very new. It's the first med school in Arunachal Pradesh, and it's actually just because it's the first medical
Right.
college. There was a lot of like focus and attention from the government, from everyone, to like make it like the best college in our state. So us being the first batch, we had extra privileges because everybody took care of us in a different way than how they, took care of our juniors. We were always, honestly, we were always the on the spotlight. So the faculties there are mostly from other states and they're well trained. Uh, and there are some very renowned doctors and professors from Assam as well who had their base in Guwahati Medical College and Assam Medical College. So very senior professors are also part of the faculty. So as a whole, I would say the experience was excellent. Like what I expected from what I knew about the medical field from my family. Um, as expected, they trained us. So I would say, as a
Right.
whole, our college was good enough.
Means you want to say that we can say that this medical college, after the establishment of this medical college, or this medical college has given a standard identity, has brought standard identity to Arunachal Pradesh in terms of
Yes,
national arena.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, right.
And I would say in the next few years, the growth of the college would skyrocket.
Right. Okay. And probably so far information I have, you born and brought up in outside Assam. Probably it was Chennai, Lucknow, Puducherry, Pondicherry.
Yeah.
So in various places. So after spending lots of time, your childhood, your learning, was it something difficult to adapt with the culture situation in Arunachal Pradesh when you back in your after HS or something like that? Was it something problem, or did you have any plan that I have to study in other, not in Arunachal Pradesh? Was there any conflict in your mind, or any conflict with your dad and mom?
Very interesting question again. Um, so because actually I was born in Assam, but I spent like around 5 years there, and then I moved out.
Right.
So throughout my childhood, I've been places, but that has never like been detrimental to my growth. In fact,
Hmm.
as a person, I think I have become more culturally intelligent just because I was in various places and I could, understand and connect with people from different cultures, imbibe their culture. It was pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. So I uh, I naturally like developed this way of like adapting to new environments. So when I came back to Arunachal to pursue my medical education, mm, I actually did not have much conflict
You
because
have lost
honestly,
connection. Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead.
can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Honestly, I didn't have like much conflict because I wanted to do it in Assam, but Arunachal was good enough because I wanted to stay close to home, and I did not have much problem adapting to the environment because I was used to doing that, and mentally I was uh, kind of prepared to, uh,
Okay.
uh, yeah,
Okay, we are probably going to end towards the end of our interview. But before going for another two or something like that questions, can I have another song from you? Can you remember? Can you memorize that you came with your father? Probably your brother also came to our Moromland Akhom Awards in Guwahati, and you performed a very powerfully through your voice an English number. At a district library in Guwahati. Can you remember that?
Actually, I haven't been practicing that, but I can go with some other song.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, very good.
Yeah. This I think this. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
audible,
think this
audible.
song,
It's
everybody knows this song. So it's My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. So maybe the audience will be able to like connect with it.
very good. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Every night and morning, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you fill my heart will go on.
Very nice attempt and very nice attempt. So being a medical student, being a brilliant student, in spite of having busy in your study material, you have been maintaining your voice also. That's a very good part, and that shows that if we wish, if a desire, if a dream, we can follow it and we can go with it actually. And let me ask one question. And probably it will be something in a lighter note also. Apart from the as a doctor identity of your father and as a YouTuber or something like that, your mother, both are singers, and
Yes,
probably you can't remember when I was with a News Live. That's a number one news channel in in Guwahati and in Northeast. Probably it was a year back in 12 or something years back. I took interview of Dr. Bezbaruah, your father, and also
yes,
mother also joined, and that interview is still in the factory of YouTube. And he when I saw him and when I came to know about his doctor, I think that how will he perform, but his performance is so good. And after that also I have been listening his song of Dr. Verbena of Hindi songs. Your mother also perform well, and between them, in lighter note, uh, who is better singer for you actually? As a
I think I'll have to be diplomatic here because honestly, I cannot
but
compare them.
when you will answer, you have to be very careful because your mother is a Bisharad degree holder in music. You have to
Yes,
be cautious also while giving answer.
yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
See, to be honest, my dad's been trained in classical music more than my mom, but my mom has a gifted voice, and she, uh, since she has a degree in literature, her writing skills are way better than my dad. Like when it comes to like composing songs and writing. So as a whole, like, I cannot compare them. They have different skill sets, but I would say they make a very good pair when it comes to like musical endeavors. They make a great pair. They both have their like uh, own strengths. So when they come together, it's magical.
Yeah. Oh, it's very good. And coming towards the end of our interview, in coming days, we will meet through online or something like that. Before ending our conversations, I have to ask two questions. First question: uh, what's next for Dr. Verbena after becoming Dr. Verbena? Will you go for higher studies in abroad or something like that? And so far information I have from your mother yesterday while I was talking, you have applied for USA or UK something like that. What's your aim next?
Uh, That's a great question. I am actually open. I'm keeping my mind open to different choices and opportunities. The next 1 year would be me exploring different arenas and different facets in medical science. But my goal has always been to like specialize, um, get a postgraduate degree or master's degree. So I would, for now, I would be opting for the UK MLA or the US MLA. I would be actually preparing for both, and that's my goal for now to get into residency.
Okay, and best of luck to your future journey. Also, let me ask you one. You have been born and brought up in various places. You born in Assam, then you moved with your with the job emergency of your father. Due to job emergency of father, you had to move to Lucknow, to Chennai, to Puducherry, something like that, and
Yeah.
recently Itanagar. So among these places, which place has been was able to get many attraction from you, or which city, which place is very memorable, or every city for you, and which city would be able to get highest mark from you?
Okay. Great question. I would say it's Chennai.
Yeah,
Mm, Although people from Northeast or North India are not comfortable with the weather, apart from the weather, everything about the place and the society and how it works was
exactly.
uh, very impressive to me.
Right.
So, if you would ask me where I'd like to like spend, you know, my life, if it is not abroad, then it would be Chennai because it's my personal favorite. The
Right.
everything like people are humble and very cultured, religious, spiritual, and uh, there is a lot of like safety portion for like women. That's the main thing that was impressive to me. Like I felt very safe in Chennai growing up. But in other states, to be honest, I did not feel as such.
Yeah, and let us forget about the comparison, but how do you like to uh, give the mark or explanation about as a citizen from north eastern, how do you like to mark, how would you like to explain Arunachal Pradesh? It's a blooming state, it's a state to visit for tourists. How have you learned regarding your 5 or 6 years of stay there?
I've actually traveled a lot of places in Arunachal Pradesh, and I would say just because it has been untouched for many years, like the natural beauty and scenic views are extremely beautiful. I have no words. It's awe-inspiring.
Yeah,
So I would say that Arunachal Pradesh, the culture, they have a very strong culture, very strong sense of like cultural identity, and the people are very hospitable. Like the hospitality in Arunachal Pradesh is like I cannot compare it to other states.
yeah.
So I would say if I had to like score it from 1 to 10, I would give Arunachal like 9 out of 10.
Yeah. One question have come to my mind. When you have to move from one place to another, suppose you are in Lucknow, then due to father's job emergency, you have to go to other places, and at that time you were very small also in your high school days, and we know in our school days our bonding with friends, probably you are going to understand what I am going to ask you. Bonding of friends is very so attractive during this child days, and it is very hard to leave that friendship. When you have to move from one city to other city. You have to leave. You have to leave that friendship also, and that gives some pain in your mind that, oh, I have to leave my very beautiful friends, my own friends, and I have to go to other places during those days. Probably we have lost your sound actually. No, we are losing your sound. It is your sound is mute now. You can unmute. You can unmute your sound. It is. Laptop or something like that. Your
Can
sound
you
is.
hear
Oh,
me
yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. It has become unmuted. Okay, go ahead.
I'm
Go
so
ahead,
sorry
Bhavina.
for the inconvenience.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, so initially, when I was like in primary school, I did have this feeling where, okay, now I have to leave my friend circle and go to a new place and like start over again and make new friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I got into middle school and the shift, the move was like very frequent, I would say. It wasn't like very spaced out, like 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Eventually, I developed like I would say this mentality where I was open to like making new friends and like excited to like make new friends.
Yeah.
But honestly, it did hurt me a little to leave behind my the friends that I made before. But
Right.
due to the technological era that I grew up in, I did not face much difficulty. I was always connected to them, and I have great friends from different states now. So that has been a bonus, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, and to wind up our interview, let me ask the final question. And when we have doctor student like or a guy like Dr. Verbena Bezbaruah, and if you ask that question, it will be incomplete. And my question will be, what will be the success mantra? Because you are a successful. I can say towards to this date till date you are successful because you have completed your MBBS degree. You have been performing your music very beautifully. So we can say we can put you in the successful list. So what are the success mantras would you like to share with our upcoming students or something like that, that you have to follow this uh, and then you will be become you can become successful in your life. What are the success mantra for a student actually?
Okay. Personally, for me, self-discipline has been the biggest contributor to where I am now. I wouldn't say I'm very successful. I still have goals and vision to like achieve. So thank you for the compliment though. But I would say persistence and self-discipline and just like believing in yourself when nobody else believes in you. That's how like you can achieve things. Otherwise, it's not possible. Once you lose that self-belief, then you cannot do anything about it because there will be people, there will be you know with opinions that you can't do it or
Yeah.
maybe this is not for you. You must not listen to those and believe in yourself and your
Yeah.
vision. That's how you can achieve it.
Become success. Okay, and thank you so much for giving such a valuable time to Democracy Live, and we are very grateful for giving this time and for spending time. And it was very nice talk to you actually, because you gave us lots of information regarding medical college, regarding your career, regarding music, something like that. And in hope in near future we'll be able to meet in other interview also, and to for that we will be waiting another interview with you, and hope you will get lot of success, and your name, let us pray to God that your name become a brand in medical sector. You go ahead with your all lots of talent. And my request, because artist is a inborn, it's very god gifted. So in spite of all kinds of busy schedule, wherever you are, wherever you will be, please keep your voice, keep your song, keep your music, love for music always. This is my not advice, but it's my expectation from you. And any end remark, how did you feel regarding our interview with Democracy Live? How do you like to wish Democracy Live family?
I would say you guys are doing a great job, and I feel privileged to be here. I felt honored to be part of this, and thank you so much, Moram uncle. I feel very happy to be here,
Yeah.
and you guys should keep working towards more and more.
Mm.
And I think you're getting there.
And what are your today's plan? After this interview, you are going to go out
Yeah,
with your friends probably.
Yeah, I'm going out with my friends. Maybe we'll go to the beach.
Okay, and probably there are friends in your who are not in off who are in off camera, and my say hi to also to them also, and enjoy the day, enjoy the days in vacation in Pondicherry and Puducherry, and probably in other days, other time we will meet again. And thank you so much for being with us. And that was Dr. Verbena Bezbaruah, and she was basically from Tihu in. Nalbari district, and recently she has passed. She took her MBBS degree from Tumoriba Medical College in Arunachal Pradesh. Now she is aiming big in USA, in UK, something like that. And with that note, and with her success mantras also, probably our students will get benefited with her success mantra advice, and hope our students will apply, our people will apply her success mantra with lots of expectations in near future, and hope she will become a very famous doctor, famous name in the medical sector. And with that note, myself Moram Kumar, allow me to end this interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Namaskar.
Thank you.